All right, this is the second video in trying to get this big wheel Craftsman 6 horsepower engine that somebody worked on and did strange things to. In the last one I showed you this massive C-clamp that they had, for some reason, trying to fix the kill switch. And now I've reconnected the governor springs, which he or someone had attached wrong. This little paper clip end you can see right there, that's correct. Come down and it goes through this big hole, the end of this spring. Now it had been stretched, so I trimmed a little bit of off, and now it fits great. He had it down in this little hole, so that's not going to work. It's not lined up with the carburetor, and it's just not correct. It's not going to run right. Now this does have the old-fashioned throttle on it. For now, I'm going to leave that in place. I may take it off later. If I do, then I'm going to make the RPMs permanent and this throttle permanent. I guess it'd still be adjustable by moving that if you needed to. But what I wanted to show you to make it where it doesn't move is you grab this little guy right there and bend it down this way. And that keeps this whole piece from moving if I take the throttle off, and I might do that, but for now I'm leaving it. What I did want you to see is I've taken the air cover off and the air filter, and the air filter looks sort of okay. This is totally messed up. You can see, let me get something to point with. There's something missing here on this plate. And if you work on a lot of carburetors and Briggs, you'll know what it is. There is a piece, it's either going to be metal or plastic, that goes right here. There's a little tab on the end that sort of covers that hole. And it clips in place on top of that clip and that clip. And what it does is it vents the crankcase. So hot air is going to come out of that tube over there, right there, and go into this plate and then travel up towards the carburetor. So that's part of the fuel and air mixture that is designed into this. The other thing that you'll probably notice is he's got some kind of weird gasket right here. It's like white, and I don't know if it's paper or what, but let's take a look. Maybe we'll see it. There it is, right there. It sort of looks like a standard gasket, but it's full of gas, and this carburetor's not priming. This button here is real funny looking. I don't know what all that. Maybe that's tape over a cracked primer bulb. I suppose it might be what that is tape. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this whole piece off and replace it with another one. And I've got to find one that, will fit this right here. Let's see. Yeah, see, it's some of them have a big plastic piece that comes up. So I've got to try and find one that's going to match that. And the other thing is, I don't think that spark plug is right. It looks like a real small one, maybe for a chainsaw or a weed eater or something. Let me get a tool on there and see if I can get it out. Yep, that should get it out. Let's see what's in here. It can turn pretty easily. Yeah, this is much too small. That is a Champion RCJ4. I mean, It's really little. So I'm going to get the correct spark plug and put it in there. I'm going to remove this piece and find another one that, I mean, I might keep it since I may not have this one that matches that where this attaches. If I do, then I'm going to find the either plastic or metal piece that goes here and clip it onto this one. So we'll be looking at that. What I did with the kill switch is I did find, that's my collection of old cables. I found one that came off an old snapper mower, and you know, a lot of these kill cables, they'll go up, here's the muffler, they're going to go up here and up this side. But on this one, since they've got the throttle, it runs way over here, so it takes a pretty long cable. So I've got a snapper cable that I took off the mower. I've got it attached there, and this is not how this is designed, but at least it doesn't slip out of there, so that's good. And it does work. Let me show you what I mean. So I'm going to compress this and see that works. If you watch that right there in the center of the picture, watch for movement. Okay, that's where it was shut off. And you can see the little kind of hammer-shaped thing that just showed up in the picture. Here it's going to move out of the way. And now the engine will run. And now it's not going to run. Okay, so that's how that works. I may do a better job of securing this because I'm a little afraid it might pop out up top there. But for now, it's okay. And it is working. And I've got a splice here because it was a little too short. You know, if I tried to hook it here, it wouldn't go, the handle wouldn't go all the way down. So I've spliced it with the end of a cable and a 3/8 headed screw and a 7/16 nut and a lock washer. And so that gives me about an inch or two that was needed to have that work. So this should work now. So let's, this thing does have gas in it. So but I still need to do something with that carburetor plate or air filter plate. So when you come back, I'm either going to have repaired this by putting that missing plastic piece there, or I'll have me a brand new one of these up here. So stay tuned. Bye for now.